Coffee begins its journey a long time before it reaches a cup. In our case, that journey starts on a dusty road in Guinea. After thousands of kilometers driving across Africa, we have learned that every single day brings its own adventure. And when you want to visit a coffee farm out here, the first challenge is simply getting there.
This will have amazing aroma, this one.
So let's go and see where the beans come from.
This guy, maybe it's important. So I may...
Slowly, chérie.
I'm slowly now, I'm almost stopping. What was this? I was so afraid, my heart, and this car is still rolling. I don't know what was this.
I think it was a tire that was blowing up.
I don't know, it was so weird and like...
It's still rolling, like there's no tomorrow.
Ooh, just woke me up. Now I am big eyes open.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
well.
you don't need coffee here. You just need to drive behind the truck.
We are going to get some bread and other things maybe. Still early in the morning and we had early breakfast, so I guess we will have an early lunch. So we need some bread. And we're gonna drive probably a big amount of time today. Let's go.
Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va bien, hein? Bah, écoute, tu vas vous mettre pareil.
Get some bread.
C'est quoi ça?
Gâteau.
Gâteau? Yeah, we can take a couple of them. No, we have a long ride today. Nous prends 2 baguettes. 2 pains. Bonjour, ça va? Ouais, très bien. Et vous? Yeah. All of them? Le pain et œuf.
8000. C'est 16.
Oui. Ah, maybe some eggs? Good morning, ça va?
Ah oui, mon.
Good, good.
Ah.
Ils sont pas préparés, non?
Préparez-moi.
Ouais.
Papa, tu vas vous laver la pied.
Bonne journée.
Bonne journée, au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Oui, ça va.
We went to the shop, we get 2 baguettes, 4 cakes and
6
6 eggs. And the people are super friendly. The kids are always looking with big eyes and asking how we're doing, and yeah, it's very cute.
They're on the way to school now,
Yeah,
no?
on the way to school. The school is just there. We also met a guy and he said, oh, he's going to Kisiludu, so the same direction as us. And I was just happy to go in the same direction of us.
Yeah. We're gonna go today to see a coffee place. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We don't know how good or bad the road is gonna be. It's a 250 kilometers ride. For now, the road is very good. And if it continues going like this, then we can be there by maybe the end of the day. And if not, we're gonna see the coffee place tomorrow. Let's see. I chat with the guy already who owns this place. And then we can show you a little bit of the cocoa plantation and coffee, and I think another thing they have.
They have cocoa as well.
Yeah, cocoa and coffee, yeah. I haven't had a coffee for over a month now. I mean, apart from the Nescafe that we have every now and then. But I'm looking forward to have a real coffee made from ground fresh beans. And I'm gonna probably buy a kilo there. I won't run out for the next month on coffee.
And after we cross to Ivory Coast, and there you're gonna probably have a lot of coffee, and I'm gonna have a lot of chocolate. What is this?
It's okay. It's so fun when we are driving through the villages here. The kids, they're all screaming at us. And they're all starting to sing. I don't know what they're saying. It's like baboon or tuba. I don't know what it really means, but maybe you can hear it. But they're all super happy. And the village before was very extreme. Really, it was like the entire village was singing and dancing, and then we just wave and honk, and everybody is just super happy. So yeah, very nice to drive here in the morning when everybody is having breakfast and start singing. Very cute to see. Bonjour, ça va?
But there is also the adults.
Yeah.
The old man, you can see, they are looking, and then suddenly you can see the big smile and the wave like this. So cute. And like, yeah, just wave and happy to see new people, no?
Bonjour, ça va?
Bonjour.
Ouais, très bien, et toi? À Macenta.
Bonjour,
Macenta.
ça va?
Ouais.
Bonjour madame.
Comment vous allez?
Bien.
Bien?
Vous allez bien?
Très bien.
Ouais, c'est loin?
On part où?
C'est possible pour
Macenta, ouais, Côte
aujourd'hui?
d'Ivoire, Macenta aujourd'hui. C'est loin, Macenta?
Vous êtes à Macenta?
Ouais.
Vous êtes presque arrivé?
On est presque arrivé? Ah, cool. Super. Ah. Alors, merci, hein?
Merci.
Merci,
journée.
hein.
Au revoir.
Merci, hein, au revoir.
Bonjour, merci, au revoir. Obviously, there is a little amount of chance that we can make it to Macenta today. We hear everything. We ask the police, can we do it? Ah, it's very close. Ah, no, it's very far. For sure, tomorrow we're gonna see the farm with the coffee, but I don't think today is possible. But if we progress today, it's very good. It's the police stop here. Bonjour, ça va? Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va? Yeah. They really don't care of us, the police.
No.
I don't know. We were told so many things. Like we were so. This was the most critical point of the travel. The police check. They say, "Hey, how are you? Where are you going? Cool. Have a safe trip." For the one who stop us, and the other one they just wave us through, and they're like, "Yeah, you will just go." This is how it is in Guinea for us. Hey, bonjour, ça va?
Without both our jerry cans and the second tank being refilled, we can only travel around 550 kilometers in our van. So when we reach the halfway point, we start looking for a petrol station. Here in Africa, we can never be sure that the stations marked on maps still exist or have diesel available.
Gasoil! Do you have gasoil? Gasoil! Yeah.
So we could get some diesel here at the Total Energies petrol station, and as I said, this was our 5th try here in Kisidugu, and then the guy he said there is a crisis all over the country, so it's very difficult to find diesel. We have only 2 spare canisters and we don't have actually so much cash left. We didn't even make it full now. We are taking quite a risk, but yeah.
Yeah, but summer's
We decided to stop here to have our early lunch. We got up at 5 this morning, now it's 11. I think it's a good time to eat something. We stopped here. It looked pretty promising on the Google satellite view, but it's not very accessible to go up there. So we just park here really on the side of the road, but there's not so much traffic. We're gonna have some fried cabbage, fried onions, probably with a couple of eggs, and then a sandwich. I think that's pretty fast to make, and then we can keep on going afterwards.
We're making the orange juice, but we still need some vitamin.
And interestingly, the oranges here, they have so many seeds inside. Like maybe one has maybe 20 seeds inside, isn't it, huh, Shelley?
Yeah. This is only the visible seed.
And? Good.
Very good.
Yum yum. Until the last drop. No.
This one is good.
You put some lemon as well? It's a little bit acidic, I like it.
The orange are like this.
Yum. We continued driving towards the coffee farm. As it was getting late, we decided to set up camp a few kilometers before the farm and drive the last bit in the morning. The journey through this part of Guinea treated us to stunning landscapes. We were so happy to be there and excited about the following day. We have finally arrived. Unfortunately, it is not in the forest, but it is quite and very close to the farm. It didn't take long before the first visitors came to say hello.
Bonjour, ça va? Ça va bien et toi?
Ah, ça va.
Ça va.
Ouais, the shells, chérie.
Juste là. Vous habitez là? Derrière là-bas.
Oui.
On peut rester là, c'est bon? Ah, cool, merci.
These curious street sellers saw us when we drove up here. We asked if it was okay to stay, and they had nothing to say against it. So we made ourselves comfortable and opened
It's a
up this
very big
huge papaya.
We said last time the smallest are the best, but you only had big one, no?
But they were all the same price.
Yeah.
But the small ones, they didn't look so good.
No, this one looks good. So, let's cut it open. Oh, this goes like butter.
Yeah.
I don't know, I haven't seen butter for very long.
Thank you. Wow, that's huge.
It's a big one.
It's good, huh?
It's very good.
For someone who has never eaten papaya before in his life, I would describe the taste a little bit like apricot.
I think it's because of the color.
No, but really tastes like apricot. It's been a long time since our last apricots, so don't judge. Even longer than that has it been since we enjoyed a cup of hot coffee made from freshly roasted beans. But today we will find them. And we will find them here, in Guinea, a country not known for its coffee. Yet, this area, surrounded by the forest of the Siama mountain range and blessed with incredibly fertile soil, creates a perfect microclimate for coffee beans. We are extremely excited. Bonjour, ça va?
Ah, enchantée. Mélanie.
Bonjour, ça va? Norman.
William.
Enchanté, William. Today we are going to visit a coffee plantation here in Guinea, and they're doing a very good job in terms of sustainability and biodiversity. So we really want to have a look at this, and it's been a long time that I've had my last coffee. So I also hope that we can try a little bit of the variety of beans that they're growing here. But now let's have a look together with William at the farm. What a warm welcome. We only had been there a few minutes when the first coffee was made. Melanie opted for a latte and I went for an espresso. We knew we are going to have a great time.
We are at the perfect season for the coffee, so we can see the flour, we can see the bean, we can see the process. We are very happy with this, and we're gonna have a closer look at this just after, but first we have a little coffee from the bean that they are even growing here, of course. They are roasting the bean here. They sell the package for the people here of Guinea and or the visitor like us. And they also export this bean to Europe. And these beans, they are not roasted, they will be green bean. Last time I drank coffee like this was maybe in Europe. It's milk. That's very good.
Since they don't only grow coffee here, they also make us try soursop, a fruit with a flavor we have never tasted before. Oh, sorry. This is very good, huh? Oh, wow. Now it was time to see where it all came from. The main focus was on the coffee beans. But first, Mummy, the founder of Macenta Beans, showed us the other crops they grow. And we were like totally stunned by the variety.
This is a type of pepper. The name is Guinean pepper, sandy pepper. And we grow this. We have just cut it because we could not plant them this year. So we cut them so that they can regrow.
Okay.
But we do a lot of different types of plants here.
Yeah.
So.
There's a banana, yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, now we're here at the pineapple plants. A lot of people think pineapples grow on trees, but they actually grow low to the ground on this tropical plant. Before the fruit forms, the plant produces a cluster of small purple flowers right in the center. Each of those flowers turns into a tiny berry, and all those berries grow together and fuse into one pineapple. So what looks like a single fruit is actually made up of dozens of little fruits combined. Pretty amazing how nature puts it all together.
You have minimum 9 months of raining here a year.
Okay.
But some years even 12. Every month it will rain once. And they are so lucky. And imagine how low cost that is that you doesn't irrigate.
Yeah.
Right? Crazy, right?
It is.
Normally it's the perfect place for agriculture.
It is.
Look at this. This is avocado. I grow that at Reve, has avocado, and then I grow it here and plant it, and it grows.
I find it really interesting. So they mix their own soil. So they have like the basic soil, they mix it together with some sand and some compost according to the plant's need. So they study for several months what the coffee plants really need in this area, what kind of nutrients, and then they make their own formula for the soil. Then all the pineapple that you see here, they're all growing naturally, so you can see them at different stages. So some were already ripe, he could just pick them straight, and others they just showing the head. Some even they don't even show anything at all. And he said that normally the industrial growers, they put some products on them so they all seminate, I think he said, at the same time. But here they really grow in harmony with the nature, and therefore it's all like natural and all a little bit wild. And yeah, so you get a lot of biodiversity. So they have pineapples growing next to the banana trees, growing next to the cherries, avocado, also beautiful, also green. Very, very impressive, very nice to look at. We haven't seen the coffee beans yet, but I have to say it's not even the highlight because it's just everything's so fascinating. Just picked some guava here. Melanie can give it a go.
Ça, il faut attendre quelques jours.
Alors, this one is the good one.
That's still a bit hard.
Yeah, but it's a bit sweet and so on.
Tastes like pepper. Pepper, you know the...
Yeah. Like sweet pepper. It's nice. Oh yeah, interesting. I like it. Yeah, it's better than the other one, yeah.
Different than the ripe one.
Oh look, passion fruit. Oh, wow. And now we have made it to the passion fruit vines. Up above us, the plants spread out like a roof, full of leaves and fruit hanging overhead. Down here underneath, you mostly see the stems and the passion fruits that have already fallen to the ground. These ones are the yellow variety, which are usually bigger and more tropical than the small purple passion fruits that many people know. Passion fruit grows on a fast climbing vine that can spread several meters in a single season. Before the fruit forms, the plant produces one of the most unusual flowers in the fruit world. Large, star-shaped flowers that attract bees and other pollinators. Once pollinated, the fruit grows and eventually drops naturally when it's ripe. And here we are at the cocoa trees, our last stop before we head over to the coffee plants. This is where chocolate begins. Cocoa grows in pods that hang directly from the trunk and branches, not at the end of twigs like most fruits. Inside each pod are dozens of seeds surrounded by a sweet white pulp. This is where chocolate actually comes from. Farmers harvest the pods, scoop out the seeds, and then ferment and dry them. That's when the magic of chocolate really begins.
C'est bon, hein?
Oh wow!
You were not expecting that, eh?
What an explosion!
Yeah, in the
Elle n'arrive même pas à parler, hein?
The texture is incredible, but the taste, wow! It's a little bit acidic. It has definitely a little cocoa taste as well. It is extremely good. After seeing all those colorful
right
cocoa
inside.
pods, it's time to move over to the coffee section. Here at the cutting station, we get a behind-the-scenes look at how new coffee plants are started. Instead of planting seeds directly, farmers use cuttings from healthy coffee trees to grow strong, productive plants. It's fascinating to see how careful propagation at this stage lays the foundation for the coffee we enjoy years later.
And then we take the rooted one and put in the nursery bags.
And then this you will bring it to the farm.
Exactly, and then they will have coffee plants, and then we will plant it then.
How much time does it take for the coffee?
9 months.
then
To
you can-
put fruits,
Yeah,
to get
the
fruit.
first fruits.
If it is all plantations, 3 years, but normally 5.
Wow.
Yeah. But we have our methods. We are very fast. We accelerate everything. We doesn't have time. We are in a pretty. So come with me. I will show some we were putting 1.5 months ago. 1.5 months ago.
1.5 months ago.
You see the temperature, and then I will show it to you that the look at this, for example. 1.5 months ago, and it's difficult to take it
Yeah,
out.
it is.
You see?
They grow fast, huh?
Yeah, it's magic. Baby plants.
Then we walked over to the coffee trees and were excited to see the actual coffee beans. So these are all coffee trees. Wow.
These are beehives. We have 5 beehives in this plantation. Every tree here we have paper on it. Because people, they used to cut trees. And then if we put a paper, they will earn money from this paper, so they are not motivated anymore to cut the tree.
Wow, this smells so good.
You don't even have to go that close to the flower.
I know.
We are just surrounded by the smell.
Exactly. You are here. If it flows, you can smell it from everywhere. Because this smell is what attracts also bees.
Yeah. These trees are the heart of every cup of coffee. Depending on the variety, they can grow several meters tall with glossy green leaves and clusters of bright red or yellow cherries. Each cherry contains 2 coffee beans, which are carefully harvested once they are ripe. Coffee trees are delicate. They need shade, the right amount of rain, and careful attention to thrive.
These are the coffee cherry, and it's actually a fruit, so you can eat. And just the coffee bean that is inside is bitter.
Show me the bean.
I'm cleaning it.
You are washing it, fully washed coffee. Very nice. You understand now how the process works. She's doing coffee processing in the mouth.
And if you eat it like the cat, you can even sell it more expensive after.
Exactly.
Once they are harvested, the coffee cherries are brought here to the shed, where they are spread out on drying beds to slowly dry in the sun. Some of these beans are drying inside the fruit, with the pulp still around them. This method is called the natural process, where the whole coffee cherry is left to dry in the sun.
This will have amazing aroma, this one, because 5 days anaerobic fermentation. Yeah.
As the fruit slowly dries, the beans absorb sugars from the pulp, which often creates sweeter and fruitier flavors in the final coffee. Other beans are drying without the pulp. In this process, the fruit is removed first and the beans are washed before drying. This usually produces a cleaner and brighter cup of coffee, where the individual flavors are easier to taste. Both methods are used by coffee producers, and each one creates a very different character in the final cup. It's fascinating to see these beans here on the drying beds, knowing that these steps will shape the flavor of the coffee long before it's roasted and brewed. And roasting and brewing are whole topics on their own. Incredibly detailed and complex, enough for an entire new chapter. So for now, we will leave the story of the coffee right here.
We just spent 4 hours in this beautiful farm. They have created a beautiful project and they have so much fruits and vegetables. We haven't got a pineapple. And look this amount of passion fruit that they have. Just going quickly to the field and you come back.
Full of passion fruits.
Yeah.
Incredible. But this is just a small selection of what they really have. Like, my highlight really were the cocoa beans, but the fruits of it. It's absolutely, it was an explosion. Like, in the mouth, my body was like, wow, what is this? Give me more of it. It tastes like a bit like cocoa, like chocolate, but also fruity and acidic. Very
juicy,
very
very juicy.
But it's not a lot of it, you know. It's like you have like a big seed inside, or a big bean, the cocoa bean, and then around it you have a thin layer of flesh. But this flesh is just incredibly delicious, really.
Yeah. And yeah, they give us a few of them. They are so nice. They give us, we have 3 of those. Yeah. And then 2 of these fruits that we have discovered today. They even gave us the big papaya that just probably just ready to be eaten today and tomorrow. And now we are going to get some coffee bean. We tasted and it was very delicious. And so we want to bring some coffee with us. Also because it's very difficult to find coffee. We bought the last bean, it was in Mauritania or in Morocco. Here there is an opportunity, so we just go for it.
But we really enjoy the local business here. He actually takes over the most critical stage of growing, that is the seedling phase. He showed us how fragile the little plants are, so he will bring them out to the farmers when they are 6 to 8 months old. So they have already overcome the most difficult stage of their growing circle. So that's why, he's really keen to help the people to start the business and then, keep on going with it for the next 40 years. Our visit here has been an incredible experience. We learned a lot, saw the entire journey from plant to bean, and most importantly, our hunger for curiosity was truly satisfied. A big thank you to Mami and his team for welcoming us and sharing their knowledge and passion with us. We wish them all the very best for the future. And we hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed being here. Maybe some of you are feeling inspired to make yourself a nice cup of coffee right now. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week for more adventures here in Africa. Bye bye!